Tense and turbulent dynamics precede the year 2021. The Rajapaksa government consolidated its position in 2020 with public accolade, a landslide electoral victory for the Sri Lanka Pudujana Perumana, and further centralization of power through the 20 constitutional amendment. COVID-19 spread bolstered the government's illiberal and militarized governance style. The forced cremation of COVID-19 victims fueled Islamophobia, rumors that Muslim food and religious practices contribute to the virus spread. The economy suffered as a result of the public shutdowns and restrictions, which also halted foreign tourist arrival. This development cast a pall over the social, political and economic situation in Sri Lanka in 2021. The year 2021 was a common year according to the Gregorian calendar. Sri Lanka is a country ruled by the Rajapaksa family but ended on May and July 2022. Sri Lanka experienced a downfall in Mahir Rajapaksa's rule following a government that was considered nepotism, but his rule ended after he resigned as a prime minister after violent clashes involving demonstrators killing until someone was killed. The rule of Rajapaksa family was continued by his younger brother, Botagaya Rajapaksa, but Botagaya's rule caused a worse downfall of Sri Lanka involving a debt crisis, liberal democracy, conscription, port city problems and public protests. This is because the aspect believe that his way of governing is to blame for the COVID-19 pandemic, when the problem stems from his own way of governing. The people's anger also stems from Botagaya, who is not good at managing the country because he focuses more on the military aspect than the health and education of the people. In addition, he appointed his own family members to hold important positions in the country. In terms of constitutional and legal reforms, he did not fulfill his promises and manifesto 2020 until 2021. For example, his positive planning was severely criticized by the people because of the many effects on nature around. In addition, regional elections are also postponed indefinitely. This clearly shows that Sri Lanka politics at that time was very opaque. Sri Lanka's economic level at that time was also bad because of this burden. The national debt is getting higher due to the difficulty of attracting foreign credit, which plunged from USD 8 billion to 2.5 billion within 2 years. The debt crisis hit hard after the COVID-19 pandemic was eroded the macroeconomic base because Sri Lanka economy is based on tourism, foreign remittance, and commodity exports. This causes the cost of living to skyrocket, and the cost of paying the national debt has equaled 3/4 of the government's tax revenue. The epidemic was exacerbated by military control. Sri Lanka therefore declared a state of emergency on August 30 to limit essential goods. People's anger continued with protests from communities affected by the war, the Catholic Church demanding justice for the Easter Sunday attacks in 2019. Frustration with the handling of the epidemic and teachers demanding back pay and the deployment of the army to prevent the movement of people. The people's anger was most evident because of his action in appointing his ally, Ranil Wickremesinghe, as acting president. This phenomenon made the people increasingly dissatisfied with him and staged a massive protest and attacked his residence in Colombo. The leadership attitude that is not him is clearly seen through him fleeing to the Maldives after the people protested, causing deaths and injuries in the clashes between the police and the rioters. The people's protest demanded Gotabaya to step down from his position. Therefore, after many incidents that happened, Gotabaya finally resigned from his position. In this article, Pak Klim, who is an associate professor in peace and development research at the School of Global Studies, Gothenburg University, Sweden, and Indonesia Samaratni, who is senior lecturer in the Department of Public and International Law, University of Colombo, talks about how the political and economic situation of Sri Lanka during the COVID-19 pandemic. The author has clearly stated the political system practiced by Sri Lanka, which is unipolar, where only the Rajapaksa family rules. Furthermore, the author clearly outlined the cabinet members and the effects of the government structure on the unipolar ruling system. However, this writing needs clarification, especially on the natural environment, where it tells about the human-elephant conflict. The section should be deleted and replaced with matters related to the article primary purpose. Sri Lanka during COVID-19. For example, the writer may state the writer's prediction about Sri Lanka after COVID-19. However, the writer can give clear conclusion and use reference from reliable and valid sources. Sri Lanka in 2021 experienced a difficult situation in their political structure and pandemic of COVID-19. We can conclude that when there is no cooperation between the people and the leaders, it will lead to never-ending crisis. We believe that every leader would be established realism theory in their leadership, which if the leader would do anything for the sake of their country. But for Sri Lanka's actor, they do something that would benefit their own family and cronies but not the citizens' sake.